Have a seat right there. I'll be right back with you. Okay. What's your date of birth, Billy?
8/29/77.
I'm going to go over your rights with you. You're not under arrest, you're not in trouble, nothing like that, okay? Real quick, do you understand you have the right to remain silent?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand anything you say can be used against you in court?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand that you have the right to talk to an attorney before any question, have an attorney present with you during questioning?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand if you cannot afford to hire an attorney, one will be appointed by the court prior to any question at low or no cost to you?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand if you decide to answer questions now, you can decide to stop answering any time, and you can stop answering any time until you speak with an attorney?
Yes, sir.
You can sign right there, please, sir. Okay. This bottom part says no promises of this have been used against me to induce me to waive the rights listed above. With full knowledge of my rights, I hereby voluntarily, knowingly, and intelligently waive them and agree to answer questions. It's just saying I haven't promised you anything and I haven't threatened you to make you talk to me. So kind of tell me, what time did, what happened this morning?
Well, I got up, I called him, because I've been hounding him for 3 days over the food stamp card. I've been letting him know, hey, we need, we ain't got nothing in our house right now. I need my card back. Well, it's not like him to do this. So I thought maybe something had happened with his father, maybe because he's in bad health and stuff. But he did come over, and he didn't have his food stamp card. He said, well, I run off out of the house and I left my wallet, I left everything there. And I was like, but that was the ordeal. And he was like, well, you can ride with me back over to the house. I said, well, we need to go by Long John Silver's too, because I wanted to go in there and find out, since Monday is holiday pay. I mean a holiday, well then if we get checks tomorrow, then I needed it off instead of Monday, because I'm supposed to be getting a car.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he come by, we went by Long John Silver's, I went in there, I changed my days away, I sat and talked with her, which was during rush hour, and then when we left there, we went straight to his house to get the food stamp card. Well,
who did you meet at Long John Silver?
Who did I meet?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't meet anybody at Long John Silver's. I didn't meet anybody at Long John.
Who did he meet at Long John Silver?
I have no idea, but I did notice when I went back out there, there was a car parked beside us. But I don't know who it was. I have no idea. It looked like two women in a vehicle. That's...
Okay.
I really honestly, I don't know.
Okay. All right. So anyway, so your wife will know, since your wife was with you. She stayed in the car,
yeah,
right?
She stayed in the car.
So she would know who sold him drugs.
No, I don't know. I don't know if she knew him or not. I honestly don't.
Do you get food stamps?
Yes.
Okay. You know that's probably going to stop, right? Well, think about it, man. This is over drugs. And you didn't loan him the card to buy food with. Okay? He's already said that. No, you can't buy drugs with food card, dude.
Well,
you do that, I mean, that's taking money out of my pocket to buy your drugs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we're not going to do that no more. So anyway, so that's it. That's on him. Okay? That's just life. Okay? So
we went to his house.
Mm-hmm. Then what happened?
We stayed all in the, me, the lady, and my kid, we stayed in the truck. But
in his truck?
Yes.
Okay.
But when we went in, there was a bunch of screaming, yelling. I couldn't tell what it was about. I asked him when he got back out in the truck and gave me the card, what was all the screaming? He said it had nothing to do with me, don't worry about it. Well, I asked him again on the way to my house. I was like, dude, I mean, if this corridor deal or whatever, I mean, if it's your old lady yelling, screaming at you over the food stamp card, because apparently they never went to the store to get no groceries.
Right, okay.
I was like, if that's it, he said, no, it ain't got nothing to do with you, just drop it. So I left it alone. And we left there and went straight back to my house where he dropped us off. He didn't even come in. I mean, nothing. He just said, I gotta go.
So when he came out there to pick you up, did he come in then?
Yeah.
How long was he out there?
Maybe 15 minutes. Maybe 15, maybe 20 tops.
Okay. And then y'all went to Long John Silver and then left there and went straight to his house.
Yeah.
And he didn't tell you that the wife's baby was dead in there?
He didn't say nothing.
Was he upset, crying, or?
Nothing. Man, I knew he just, for some reason he didn't act like himself. But he didn't say nothing along that line.
I got you.
Just a bunch of yelling and screaming.
You know, but it didn't sound like it was anger, or sound like they were fighting over it?
Sound like they was fighting over something, but I didn't know what. And I asked him twice, because I thought it was really over the fact that he never made it out of the house to get food.
Was he yelling too?
I couldn't, to be honest with you, I just sounded like they both were yelling at each other, but he never.
Okay. Well, baby didn't die accidentally. You know what I'm saying? That baby was bruised all over. So I don't know. So once he took you home, he just dropped y'all off and he left.
Yeah. No, he didn't come in, and usually he'll get out of the car and we'll smoke maybe 2 or 3 cigarettes, you know, and we'll talk about everything that's, you know, that's his looking for a job. Here lately it's been him looking for a job because he got fired, or his dad being in bad health. We'll talk about something.
Right.
But he said he had to go, that he would holler at me later.
Okay. Hang tight a minute, okay? I'll be right back. you known Jordan?
Almost 2 years.
She got a bad temper.
We've only got into it one time.
What was that over?
I forget now, but it started off with me asking him a question about something, and it went from that to he was up in my face in no time. I remember it. That's the only time we'd ever had a conflict about anything.
Do you remember what he was wearing?
Oh, gosh. It's been so long ago.
No, I'm talking about today.
Today?
Yeah.
I couldn't really even tell you. I didn't even pay attention.
You look like you changed clothes at any point in time?
No, I don't know. He wouldn't know where to really change clothes.
I mean, like, from the time y'all stopped at this house, he went in and came back out.
Oh, shit. Man, I wasn't paying attention. Honest to God,
Okay.
I wasn't
Okay.
paying attention. I wasn't paying attention.
Was the door open, or was it shut?
It was shut.
I gotcha.
I made the comment to my old lady, though, when he went inside that something, I don't know, I just couldn't pinpoint. Him not calling, not texting me. And then the minute that he walked in the door, it was like instant screaming and yelling at one another. I could tell both of them was yelling back and forth, but I couldn't tell what they were saying or anything because we were in the truck, windows was up.
Right.
I told the old lady, I said, hey, turn your music down for a minute, because she was listening to her phone, and I was like, do you hear them yelling and screaming? And what caught my attention, there was two neighbors that walked behind us, and I noticed rearview mirror, they were looking, and I was like, that's them, that ain't your fault. I said, turn that down, and it was them, and they're yelling at one another. So right when he come out, my first question was, what are y'all yelling about? And he was like, it ain't got nothing to concern you. I was like, it's over the food stamp card, isn't it? And he said, no, it ain't over nothing. And I was like, okay. And before we got home, I asked him again, and he said the same thing. He said, trust me, it has nothing to do with us. And I was like, okay, Jordan, call me later. And he was like, I'll call you. And he immediately took off. I mean, I didn't even have time to get to my door, and he was already backing out.
I gotcha.
But I really didn't. I didn't pay attention to his clothes or nothing.
Yeah.
I just can't see.
Just him and his wife, or when they were girlfriend and boyfriend, have they ever had a domestic situation where he was abusive or anything to her?
I introduced them. They've never fought. I mean,
That you know of?
no, not nothing, especially physical or anything.
Right. Okay.
I did notice that when I first met him, he just wasn't the type of person that would go. I mean, he was the boss. You know what I'm saying? He didn't go with, he went with whatever she wanted or nothing, but I noticed whenever they got together, it was like, I don't know, for some reason it was different. He would go along with her, you know, what she wanted and what she needed, well then basically that's what he went along with.
Mm-hmm.
And it was, I don't know, it was kind of odd, I guess you'd say. But, I mean...
How long have they been together?
Not even a year.
Almost a year, right at a year probably.
He really took us to his house. And we sat out in his truck.
Okay. Hang tight. Hey, Billy.
Yeah.
So kind of give me an idea, what time did he come out to y'all's house?
I didn't look at the clock, but I'd say it was probably somewhere in the neighborhood of 12 and 1.
Before he, no, I'm talking about initially. I'm talking about the first time. You're talking about the second time, right?
Yeah, no, because it was about, I guess it'd be about between 11 and 12. Because whenever I got back to the house, it was, I remember looking at the clock before we walked down to the pick and pack store, and it was about 1. So.
And that was after you'd already gotten back?
Yeah. So it had to be probably close around 11.
Okay. And then y'all went straight to there. How long do you think you were at?
Maybe 45 minutes.
You were there 45 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay. You were there so long?
I sat in there and got 8 fries, a chicken sandwich.
While they were out in the car?
Yeah. Well, no, my wife had come in, and she had got some French fries and stuff for my son, and then Fifi started talking to me about, we have customers that was supposed to be coming in first thing this morning. So whenever I had got there to talk to her about my days, she wanted to ask me about all the deep cleaning I had to do last night, because Michaela and Kim didn't know cleaning whatsoever. So I had to go over and show her all the stuff that I had did in the back of the store, and then she called Michaela and waited on Michaela. That was the manager last night. She had to call Michaela and get Michaela to agree of what I cleaned, and then she had used me against Michaela, because Michaela apparently did none of her cleaning up in the front of the store. So, and then Kim had come in to work, and she was asking Kim, and Kim's story wasn't matching Michaela, which was the manager last night, wasn't matching her story of what she had cleaned and what apparently Michaela had watched her clean. So, and then it went from that to her talking to me about the checks being as a holiday Monday, that we'd probably get them tomorrow. And then Kim had called, which was another Kim that's selling me the car. She had called and said I was going to have to ride to her to Morrilton to pick up the car that I'm supposed to be buying from her. So it just got stretched out into a long ordeal of.
I got you. So when y'all left there, you were there about 45 minutes. You left there and went straight to his house.
Went straight to his house.
Did you go back on the interstate and around?
Yes.
So went straight there, and how long do you think he was inside?
Maybe 20 minutes.
Okay.
If that long, but yeah, it was about 20.
And then he took y'all home, dropped y'all.
Straight home.
Okay. Okay. All right, I'm gonna get you to have a seat out here. Okay.